As a growing leader, you're going to come across some cliches, some catchphrases of what quality leadership is. These statements start off with a lot of grain of truth, but somehow they get misused, overused, and they just lose their meaning. I'm Eric with Leadership Developed, and today we're going to talk about some inspirational messages that just got soured and turned into cliches. But first, before we begin, I could really use your help. Hey, hit that like button. Tell YouTube that this message needs to go out to more growing leaders. As a young Marine, I grew up with everyone throwing this statement at me. It's perception is reality. I hated it. It has some great truth in it, but the way it was used by lazy superiors just annoyed me that that this would be thrown around so easily. When something that has great quality gets used by people who don't know what its true meaning is, they devalue the statement. They make it into a cliche or into a catchphrase. It's like corporations using the word pivot. Pivot is a military term in how we re-attack a situation. I don't know what warfare corporations are in, but all they have to worry about is making money. There's no life on the line. This catchphrase at first had great impact because it was one of those integrity statements. It made you think as a young leader that you don't know who's ever watching you. And it perfectly makes sense. What the statement also says is it doesn't matter what your intentions were, it's what was seen. What was the end result? People make judgments without context. They don't know how to evaluate the situation. And that's where I get frustrated as a leader and as a leadership expert, in which this whole perception is reality goes back to a previous video we talked about, in which what you evaluate and what you judge are totally two different things. You see, people are too lazy to evaluate. They're quick to judge. So when I think about this statement, I think about that problem. That's why I'm annoyed with the catchphrase. Perception is reality has its merits. It had great intentions. It was meant to teach young leaders that their integrity was based off perception. Another thing this statement does, it keeps the young leader in the role of leading by example. You see, it's not what you preach, it's what you tolerate. So by having that ability to always maintain your character, always maintain your discipline, you're able to keep your perception untainted in the view of others. So perception is reality, double-edged to me. It's great for teaching a young leader to always be thinking about what their actions are when they think nobody's looking, versus what I'm annoyed with by lazy leaders who use it as an excuse because they don't know how to give feedback, because they don't know how to teach, they don't know how to coach. They're not even leaders. They're just people above me that freaking are looking for excuse that they can't evaluate something. I'm Eric with Leadership Developed. See that logo? Give it a hit to subscribe. If you missed yesterday's video for leadership mindset, check it out. It's right over here. And if you want to know more about what I was talking about between what is judged and what is evaluated, check out this video right over here. We will talk to you again tomorrow.